action to do it.
Look, from the start, everyone was saying it was a novel pairing, and neighbouring parishes, and it was always going to go down to the death. And look, we can see there that's the way it ended up, and I can only say how proud I am of Golden. We had to go to the trenches today to beat Kickham's. In what was a titanic battle. Okay, they threw everything at us at the end, and they have to be complimented too. They were so well organised. They play a beautiful brand of hurling. And and they're a young team as well, like ourselves. Like, we're young, but like, they're a young team too. And they've had their problems in the past. They're losing so many players and things, but they've regrouped, and rebuilt. And fair play to them. I have to give them great credit. Look, it's hard to recall the match now so soon after, but it was a huge battle, and we got the goals, probably important goals at the right time. And we've been doing that all year now, in fairness to our forwards. Like, they've been doing that all year. They've been scoring goals, and it's on their agenda to get them. So look, we're thrilled. Like, we lost the football semi-final last week against Thurles Sarsfields in a really tough match, and we had a really tough battle with Kappa White the week before. So I was concerned coming down the home straight, because these lads, I'd say there's 13 or 14 of them played in both matches, so these lads are tough, and they had to go to the trenches today, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of them.
Look, the Kickhams came back at you there, gone into injury time there, and brought it down to the minimum there, and I suppose a big scare inside in their last attack.
Yeah, it was hearts in the mouth stuff there, at the very end, and it was looking like either a winning goal there, like Kappa White had against Ballingarry and Golden today, or else it was going to end up in a draw and we'd have a replay, But look, thankfully we held on, and I know I might be biased, but I'm just so happy for our lads, and our lads deserve it so much, because we've been knocking on the door for the last couple of years. They're now getting to a final 2 years ago and beaten by a point last year in the semi, and sometimes the door has to open, and you need a bit of luck to get the door open, to get through the door, and we got it today, and I'm so happy for them. I'm so proud of them,
I suppose from your own point of view, Brian, you were on the last Golden team to win this back in, when was it?
1995.
1995,
So
and Jack on it today.
Look, it's great, but look, it's the GA, and we love it, and we love our club, and we love our hurling, and sure, we give it so much time and effort, and like, we're on the road since the 14th of February there. That was our first training session this year, hurling and football. We don't get a break week in, week out, and I have to give great credit to our strength and conditioning coach too, because we've had very few injuries, that we say muscle injuries, down through the season, and which is important, because he has them in great shape, and great credit to the backroom team. Tony Shelley is our coach. He's top class. He's top class on the training pitch, and in the dressing room. He's really good,
I suppose, look, at Andy Burns came on there today. Andy had a tough year and a half through injuries, and he came on today and got a goal there at a vital time.
He did, and he did the same against Shannon Rovers early in the year. He got 2 goals for us. Andy is a sharpshooter, but he trained really hard and rehabbed really hard to be right for this season, and there's a lot more to come from Andy, I can tell you.
Thanks.
Is that okay?
Okay, Brian, thanks very much.
No problem, John. Thanks.